Columbus, Ohio. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the BYU Cougars and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Buckeyes head coach before the game, he did have a conversation with his star wide receiver. He understands all of the sacrifices he made to come back to school and give it all for this team this year. There is a lot of Heisman talk, but he said the only talk you need to worry about is between you, your quarterback, and your teammates. Focus on doing your job, and the Heisman and all that attention might come down the road. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. So BYU's headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Williams. Out wide right, it's Jackson. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting them the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Third and long coming up. They'll send the back in motion. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. It's Williams again. Under pressure. Got him downfield. At the 45 on his way. Snags it, and there's running room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Here's Williams to throw. Buying time to his right. On the move, he fires. And the flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Dead center perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And that's exactly what you want as a coach. You want to drive the ball down the field and get some form of points to create some momentum for your squad to start the season. How about the kicker? 1 for 1 in the year. He's perfect.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. A quick pass to the left. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Let's talk just for a second about BYU. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. On his feet at the 40. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? The holding penalty will make it 1st and 20. Sells the run, looking to pass. Finds his man. Shows him the stiff arm. He'll be dropped.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running is able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Out wide left, it's Lindsey. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Hits inside, it's Lindsey. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
All right, well, that QB knows he now has to get the ball out of his hands quick because that defensive end turned the corner fast.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Takes the easy one to the back. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down.
This defense defense really does a nice job playing with their eyes and pursuing the ball. They took away all the quarterback's options down the field. When he finally checked it down, they rallied to him, made the tackle, now setting up fourth.
Oh, and he got a hand on it. It's blocked. That's a live ball flying out to the left. Inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. On the return, it's Bettis. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And now there's a stoppage for an injured Buckeye. Trainer's out evaluating this junior safety. We'll let you know his condition. Holly keeping an eye on all of the injuries for us. Hands it off. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game. Ohio. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the BYU Cougars and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the BYU head coach pregame. He understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. So the Ohio State Buckeyes headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. First carry of the season for this transfer. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. All right, guys, let's chat about BYU. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they've tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. Moving the pocket, it's Bachmeier. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Quarterback changing the play. Throwing, Williams. He's going to take a shot. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. He might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. The run inside. It's Jackson. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. They're on the board first here in the season opener. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Works ahead for a couple, they'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Running inside, it's Lindsey. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Unloads to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Makes the quick grab. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experience depth, but now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies they found through the portal.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Trying to squeak through the pile. Oh, he's got some space. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. He has 60 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Williams rushes on. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Left side, it's Johnson. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Williams will pass. Right side, it's Jackson. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
As a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Williams. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's got it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here as we get a look at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Williams to the air again. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And it's 3rd and goal, and listen, you're throwing for it. I get it, but we got to understand the shortness of the field down here and what I can get off quickly. I can't take sacks. I want to give myself that opportunity on 4th down to have a really manageable situation if I want to go for it.
So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Cougars with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He'll try to do it himself. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
I like a nice, quick decision by your quarterback. See what the defense is doing, and again, know where that yellow line is. Go get to it and get the first down.
Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Out wide left, it's Phillips. Still running at the 40. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Lindsey. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Nice move to keep running. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Snapped on 4th down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Here's Williams to throw. Makes the catch. It's White. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And the Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Williams looking for a man. Trying to burn this defensive back. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Throws to the back. Reels it in. You know they'd love to convert this 3rd down after missing a field goal on the last drive. It's Williams again. Caught. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him.
Turning on the Jets. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Buckeye! And they take it in for 6 more points. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Coming out with it, it's Nacua. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Looking to the big tight end. Out wide right, it's Townsend. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The Cougars come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Snap on first down, wants to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Motion from the wide receiver. Second down to the air. Snags it. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Turning it on. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Second and long here. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Ohio State calls it second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Throwing, Williams. Look out! The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Blasted as he lets it go. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Extending the play. They get to him as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with a look at Kansas taking on the Missouri Tigers. And it's the Jayhawks with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. This will push them to 2-0 on the season.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Williams.
Now,
he's going to try to hit him over the top. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
Man, there are times a quarterback and receiver just have the unspoken language. He's lined up to the left side. He's looking down. There's nobody in the middle of the field. The quarterback kind of just winks at him and says, I'm throwing you this post. You go get it and go score a touchdown. Man, that is exactly what happened.
And he tacks on the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Now this offense is back on the field. The ride. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out of the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
And the Cougars getting set on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. There he goes. He's past the marker. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Townsend. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. BYU lines up with a 1st and goal. Touchdown, BYU! Into the end zone for 6.
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
Fielded in the end zone, it's Cross. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many plays.
Looking long. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. He just weren't able to come down with that one.
Caught, and he's got room. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Rush right in his face. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Kept it, and he's past the mark. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Williams. Oh, pressure's coming. On target. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Williams will pass. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Ohio State!
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tells to run, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. The short hands, it's Bettis. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Gives it. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. At the 20. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Touchdown, Cougars! Quick strike through the air for the score. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Glover. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. A run for the quarterback. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
So the final period starts with a second down play. Play fake, Williams. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. They'll send the tight end in motion. Making the adjustment. Third down from the gun, Williams. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. Play action on first down. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Working the ground game. He's inside the 10. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars!
Number 27 in the end zone.
They'll line up to go for 2. Moves the pocket. It's Bachmeier. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
BYU 20. Number 89 set to kick off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Oh, he's got some space. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. First down here as we dive into the college football season, a Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. They'll move the tight end. Straight ahead, it's Jackson. just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the first down. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Play action with Williams. Still looking to his right. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Tough run here. It's Jackson. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Here's Williams to throw. Works the middle. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. He wants it all. Touchdown! Buckeye! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Back to throw. It's Bachmeier. Catch in the middle. It's Townsend. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Fresh set of downs going to the air. They're all over him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Right side, it's Bettis. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. To throw again. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Got to make the play on 4th. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Yeah, and now trailing with a little over 2 minutes, it's looking bleak. My defense has got to go out there and get a stop immediately. I got to stop the clock as fast as I can, try to save as much as I can, and then put my 2-minute offense together. There's a lot that has to go right for me to get back in this ballgame.
Throwing, Williams. He'll pull it down. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
Hey, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays, and that's why they've built the lead here today.
Now on 1st down from the 40. Wide receiver going in motion. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play, and now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. He's piled up 82 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Throwing St. Clair. Moving out to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Long way to go on 2nd down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the stomping has commenced.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Holds on, it's Casper. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. It's picked off and another empty drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, and this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe.
He wants to go deep. Upstairs to make the catch. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive.
Touchdown, Ohio State! Made the grab in the end zone.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile on.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Going to the running game. And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball game. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.